All right, guys, tough loss for the Utah Jazz against the Philadelphia 76ers. This is Hanson James with the Utah Jazz postgame show on the Hoops Nerd channel. I was excited for this game because, honestly, this is the first time that Rudy Gobert versus Joel Embiid would have happened in like 2 years. In 2 years. And so I was excited to watch this game. Honestly, it didn't disappoint. For 76ers fans, and let's talk about the 76ers a little bit, and then we'll talk about the Jazz. Exciting because I believe it's game 2 with Jimmy Butler on the Sixers, his homecoming in Philadelphia, and he did not disappoint. Let's see. Jimmy Butler, 28 points on 12 of 15 shooting, 2 for 3 from 3. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. That's a little abnormal for Jimmy. He's about a league average 3-point shooter, 33 to 36% typically. But he tonight, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. He was fantastic tonight. And if you're a Sixers fan, you got to be excited about that, especially if he can be better 3-point shooting Jimmy Butler, because that's what the Sixers need. With, we all know Ben Simmons and his incredible size, handle, passing, transition play, but we all know about the shooting thing too. And so getting any type of shooting outside of him in Jimmy Butler is great. That's the one question mark. Can Jimmy Butler keep up the shooting to give a little space to Ben Simmons to get to the rim? I mean, that's what he's great at, is his ability to get to the rim, finishing at the rim, everything inside. I like the Jimmy Butler trade for Philadelphia, and I'm sure that Philadelphia has set up some sort of agreement with Butler that they will re-sign him. Otherwise, I wouldn't have given up what they gave up. Covington and Sarge are good players, and a big reason why, the Sixers went deep in the playoffs last year, or at least to the second round. And I mean, Covington's great defender, good shooter. And Saric, I can't remember what his percentages are. You can let me know in the comments, Sixers fans, but he was a good shooter last year, and he just was good in the playoffs. I like Saric a lot. And so I wouldn't have traded for Butler unless they were going to sign him long-term. The thing I think it'll help with the Sixers is they're going to have a possibility of having the best defense in at least the Eastern Conference and maybe the NBA. Butler is just a freaking dog who will just go at the other team's best player. And when he's shooting like he is tonight, and then you combine that with his defense, that's when he's like top 10, top 15 player Jimmy Butler. And then you combine that with Simmons and Embiid. It's an interesting and good team that at the very least can be a great defensive team. And then if they can get enough shooting, it'll be interesting to see how good their offense is. But the Sixers are interesting. I was so excited to watch Gobert and Embiid. It's like they really went at it, and it was really fun. And I'm going to be honest, Sixers fans, and you can hate on me all you want, but I don't know why Embiid is talking smack to Rudy after that one shot in the fourth, when Rudy had really contained him for a lot of the game. I mean, he didn't completely contain Embiid, but he did a good job. Embiid's averaging 27 points this season. He scored 23 tonight, but on 7 of 20 shooting. Come on, Embiid. Come on. Although I know that's his personality. Come on. JJ Redick is really good for them. I think the Sixers got to find a way to re-sign Redick with his shooting. I don't know. The Sixers are fun. They're interesting. I was excited for this matchup. I'm excited to watch it again in Utah. As far as the Jazz, the story of this game will be probably Donovan Mitchell, the amount of shots he took. But watching this team, I'm ready for the point Mitchell for it to start. I like Donovan Mitchell gets on the floor, and from the beginning of the game, he's at a disadvantage because he has 3 other players on the floor with him that aren't shooters. Ricky Rubio can't shoot this season. He's even worse than last year. Derek Favors has added that corner 3, but I don't even think he took one tonight. And Rudy Gobert's not a shooter. He's a roller. And so when Donovan Mitchell is your best offensive player trying to get shots, it's rough, and the Sixers took advantage of it. The reason the Jazz lost this game is because when Joel Embiid was in foul trouble, they weren't able to take advantage and get a big lead. That was the thing. And the Jazz started off in a hole from the beginning because there's no way to shoot, and the Sixers came out hot, and there was just, that was the game. But when Donovan Mitchell is on the floor and he has to go up against 2 bigs in the paint, this is the game. This is the name of it every single game. He's able to finish at the rim at an elite level, but right now teams aren't worrying about it. Like Mitchell would be going up against Embiid and then whoever the defender was that it was either on Favors or Rubio. He's not going to score that way. It's just not possible. Now, Mitchell can be better if he will be thinking more pass first, and he can be a great playmaker. We already know that. I mean, he has games this season where he's getting close to 10 assists a game. I just think it's time to start playing Donovan Mitchell at the 1 and figuring out, who's next to him. I think Exum should be starting. I know Rubio fans, you're going to freak out in the comments for me even suggesting such a thing, but Exum at least gets to the rim and bends the defense. And let's say Exum gets to the rim, people have to guard him, and they also have to close in on Gobert. Exum will get that pass out to a spot-up shooting Donovan Mitchell, who's a 40% spot-up three-point shooter. That's one thing that Donovan's not even able to do right now is a spot-up three, because all they have to do is guard him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at how many, has Donovan Mitchell even taken a spot-up three this year? He's taken a couple, but he has to initiate the offense. Opposing defenses just close on Donovan, and he has no chance. It's rough. The Jazz have some just makeup problems, and I love Derek Favors, and he was really good tonight. But the fact is that Derek Favors is a center, and he played center tonight against Embiid and actually did a pretty decent job. As good as one can against Embiid, who's an all-star. It's rough. In Toronto, Valanciunas comes off the bench, because it's just a chemistry thing. Jay Crowder should be starting. It just makes sense because then they have to go out and guard Crowder, and it's more space for Mitchell. We're going to talk about this a lot every time we talk about the Jazz because it's just the same problem every night. And Quinn Snyder just refuses to make any changes, and I don't understand why. Why is it a problem to have Rubio and Derek Favors destroy second units? What's wrong with that? I don't understand what's wrong with that. What's wrong with that? If Ricky Rubio plays 20 to 25 minutes a night, and if he's playing great, he can close the game. What's wrong? I don't understand. I feel like I'm in crazy town with the Rubio stands. I don't get it. He's not playing well. He hasn't earned the starting spot. And Exum has been a better defender and gets to the rim. And I'm sorry, Exum doesn't finish 100% at the rim right now, but no one does. That's not what we're expecting from him, but he can at least beat his man. And his passing, and watch this game. Exum in this game played 14 minutes. Let's see. 18 minutes for Dante Exum. In those 18 minutes, he was 3 for 7 from the field. 4 assists. That's easy to figure out the per 36. Just double it. 18 times 18. 18 plus 18. I'm not good at math. 36. That means if Exum plays 36 minutes tonight, that's like 14 points and 8 assists. That's pretty good. And at 42% from the field, that's not blowing the doors off, but it's better than... what was Ricky Rubio tonight? He was 4 for 8, so good for Ricky. And actually, I don't think Ricky was even that bad tonight. But Ricky had 4 assists and 3 turnovers. Minus 15. I don't know. He also had he had 5 personal fouls. That foul on Embiid at the end of the game was awful. That was awful. Let Rudy guard him. Rudy guarded him all game. Why are you fouling Embiid at the end of the game and giving him free throws? Buries them both, and that's the game. What are you doing? That was insane. Rubio was terrible at the end of the game, guys. Sorry. Sorry. Cry about it in the comments. Cry about it. Boo-hoo. It was not good. And the Jazz were up 5 when they subbed out Exum. I'm sorry. That's the fact. Ugh. Jay Crowder hasn't hit a 3 for 2 games now. He's like 1 for his last 14. That doesn't help either. Guys, like and subscribe this channel. The Jazz will come back. They play Boston tomorrow. We'll see if they win. If they don't, we'll probably cry a little bit, but not that much. They're getting better. There was a lot of reasons they could have won this game. They missed like 15 free throws. Honestly, I think the Jazz should have won this game. 15 missed free throws. That's the game. And they couldn't hit a 3. Donovan Mitchell could not hit a shot. Donovan Mitchell still can't hit a 3 this season. When he starts hitting the 3, look out. But that might be a chemistry thing, and that might be who's playing with him. It's just throwing him in a funk. Awesome. Talk to you later, guys. Things will get better. Like and subscribe. Bye.